Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Amelia. My BM is 21020100008. Today I will presentation about reading and professional reading tasks. Introduction. Reading is viewed as an interactive process between the reader and the writer in which the former has to understand the message of the passage and then to decode it. Moreover, it is a dynamic process in which information from the text and knowledge processed by the reader interact to enable him to construct meaning before, during, and after reading. Types of reading: intensive reading, extensive reading. The reading skill can be divided into two main types: intensive and extensive reading. Intensive reading refers to the type focused on the reading text, which usually take place in classrooms. It tends to develop the strategies of the learners. In this respect, Nuttall 1962-23 claims that the intensive reading lesson is intended primarily to train students in reading strategies. However, sometimes the learner may prefer to read the text in which he or she divides it into parts and then to read each part alone in order to comprehend it very well. Extensive reading refers to reading that learners often do away from the classroom, for instance, reading novels, magazines, and newspaper articles. Extensive readers read for the sake of pleasure. This type is labeled as joyful reading. Richard Day, 1998. Reading sub-skills: skimming, scanning, careful reading, and predicting. Skimming. Skimming is a common technique in reading comprehension. It is a method of rapidly moving the eyes over text with the purpose of getting only the main ideas and a general overview of the content. In other words, skimming is to read more in less time and to help the learner to cover a vast amount of material very quickly. Scanning. Scanning is a speed reading technique and a useful reading activity in which learners need specific information without dealing with the whole text. This means they do not read all the text word by word, but rather they extract specific information, names, dates, statistics, without reading all the passage. Careful reading. This reading strategy requires from the reader to obtain detailed information from the entire text. Moreover, the reader is expected to read slowly and to reread the text for the sake of connecting and comparing information with his prior knowledge. In the same line of thought, Urquhart and Wade, 1998, argue that this type of reading takes the meaning of reading to learn, e.a. the learner reads for the sake of learning, also it's reading. Predicting is a very useful soft skill that the reader may use in which he makes predictions relying on his previous knowledge and then extracts the meaning of the text even if there exist unfamiliar words in the text, so that he gets the meaning from the whole passage. Learners use information from graphics, text, and experience to anticipate what will be read, viewed, heard, and to actively adjust to comprehension while reading. For example, before and after a chart, students list predictions before and after reading. As they read, students either confirm or reject their predictions. Reading models: the bottom-up reading model, the top-down reading model, the interactive reading model. The bottom-up Reading model. The bottom-up model emphasizes the written or printed text, which is also called data-driven. This model stresses the ability to decode or put into sound what is seen in the text, in which the readers derive meaning in a linear manner. Moreover, the bottom-up model suggests that learning to read processes from learners learning the parts of language, letters, to understanding the whole text or meaning. The top-down reading model. This reading model focuses on the reader's background knowledge in the reading process in which meaning text, precedent, or structure. Hence, it tends to neglect that grammar is important for the use of higher levels. In this context, Clark et al. 1977 maintained that the reader brings information, ideas, and attitudes from the text, in which this knowledge is accompanied with the capability to make linguistic predictions. The interactive reading model. The interactive reading model recognizes the interaction of bottom-up and top-down processes simultaneously throughout the reading process. Hence, it relies on both graphic and textual information, which means that there is a combination of both surface structure system bottom-up model of reading with deep structure system top-down aspect of reading to build meaning. Reference 1. Clark M. A. Silverstein S. 1977 towards a realization of psycholinguistic principles in the ESL Reading Penguin Group. 2. Day R. N. Bamford J. 1960, 1988, extensive reading of second language classroom, Cambridge University Press. 3. Nuttall C. 1982. Teaching reading skills in a foreign language, London, Heinemann Educational. 4. Urquhart S. and Ware C. 1988. 1998. Reading in the second language, Process, Product, and Practice, London, Longman. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.